Hey everybody, this is Brant from Nutrition First Coaching, here with my buddy Harrison, professional chef.
Howdy.
He's going to give us a little bit of a rundown, some of the things we need in our kitchen so we can be really efficient. So take it over, my man.
This is some really basic stuff, but a lot of it's overlooked, especially if you have a busy lifestyle and you're kind of like, well, do I really need that? Yeah, you do. Let's just start over here. So we've got some basic pots. You know, these happen to be non-stick. That's great. It's easy cleanup. You know, this is a basic saute pan. This is great for pretty much anything, you know, whether you're making a sauce or cooking eggs. You know, this is obviously it's deeper, so it holds liquid. What do you use this for?
Yeah, a lot of things where we're gonna keep adding ingredients and then you get a bunch of liquid in there, because I've had this one where, you know, I try to stir it or use a spatula in there and it's like everywhere. Yeah. And then I get in trouble for not cleaning it up.
Yeah. All right, we have a steamer over here, it looks like. This is great for, you know, steaming your veg. I'm sure you do a lot of that.
Yeah, that's probably you know, especially if I've got multiple things going, throw in some frozen broccoli or something, and just once it gets up to heat, it's a piece of cake. You don't even really have to check much on it. So I like that one. And
this one, I hope we've all seen one of these. It's
a helmet, right?
Yeah, pretty much. No, you can call it a soup pot. Let's call it a soup pot. It's just a vessel for holding more liquid, you know. It doesn't have many other uses than holding a lot of liquid.
And sometimes I'll just put, even if I don't, you know, I need it half full, it's just nice because
you have the space.
Yeah, it's not,
and you're not going to run
spilling
it up
over
to the edge,
and doing
you know,
yeah.
Keep it down.
Unless I'm making a bunch of chili, then I'm in trouble. It's everywhere.
All right.
All right, so how about moving stuff around in these pans? What kind of stuff we got here?
Well, these happen to be non-stick, so you want to make sure that you're either using wood or its fellow plastic Teflon, and that'll ensure that you don't scrape the pans and you don't want to eat that stuff. So keep those on deck. Let's see.
This is for jousting?
Yes. Some kitchen shears. These are great. They're super underrated, whether you're cutting the spine out of a chicken or shredding cooked chicken. Yeah. It'll all come in handy.
Yeah, it's funny how much I use those for, you know, I could be cutting with a cutting board, but I use those and just do it right over the pan or right into whatever I'm cooking with.
Yeah, I've even taken them, you know, with like a bunch of herbs and you're just finely snipping as you go.
Nice.
They're great. I think that they're a necessity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
These look like nice knives.
Yeah, they're all right.
Probably way better than mine.
These are my personal knives. You know, you don't need something this nice. You can go to any store and pick up a $20 knife, but just keep it sharp. That's one thing that people don't understand, is that it's actually dangerous to have a dull knife. You know, you're gonna put more effort in, you're gonna slip, something's gonna happen. So just keep it sharp.
Yeah. So you need different lengths, or like see that
well,
one's super thick. Like, what's the point of it? It's just easier to cut from the weight?
For this knife right here, this is an all-purpose knife. It's a 9-inch blade. It works for me. You know, if you want a specific recommendation, the blade is supposed to be no longer than your forearm. And that's just a little tip, I guess.
Cool.
But, you know, this knife over here, this is a boning knife. It's great for fish, chicken, if you're taking something apart. It's just really handy, and I always keep it with me when I'm cooking. Let's see, a peeler. This one just happens to have a scrubber on it. These are great. You know, you want to peel most of your vegetables. That's actually where they hold their
kind of anti-nutrients.
Yes, the anti-nutrients, the stuff that's in the soil that you don't want, is generally held in the skin. So get that off and you're good to go. This is just a steel. That's what they call it, or a honing steel. And you just keep them sharp. You know, it's really simple.
And that just makes you look like you know how to cook too when you do that before you cut anything.
Full Gordon Ramsay over here.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about this bad boy.
This one right here, this is one of my personal favorites, the cast iron. They're clean as far as cooking. You know, it's like there should be cured naturally with a fat or an oil, and they hold their heat evenly. They put color on things. They're just one of my favorite things to cook with. You can pick one up, I don't know, $40, and it'll last you a lifetime. You can pass it down to your kids.
Yeah, no kidding. This one's as old as my kids, possibly.
Yeah, there we go.
So. All right, how about bowls wise? Like what's a good amount or size for bowls?
Bowls, I would recommend pretty much what we have here. At least, you know, one large one, because if you're doing some type of vegetable prep, you know, or even a salad, you really want to have the room to move it around and make sure everything gets evenly coated. And if you're doing something smaller, like a dressing or a sauce, you know, this is good. But I would highly recommend. So what do you use these for in your household?
I do a lot of prep in those, big salads. The nice thing is they're deep, so you can mix a bunch of stuff, but then they also have lids too, which I really like, because then I can be lazy. We can cook out of it. Yeah,
just store it.
Put it in there, stick it right in the fridge. You know, I like salad, so that's like a salad bowl for me.
Yeah, that's one salad.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Nice. All right, now we're moving on. What are these guys? Bacon sheets?
Yep, these are
great.
great.
You call them?
Yeah, bacon sheets. You know, right here we have a little one. It looks like it has some type of non-stick surface on it. I'd recommend pretty much what we have here: a little one and a big one. You know, if you're doing some roasting, you want the bigger one for even spacing for your vegetables, so they get that nice color on them. They're not just steaming or sitting in liquid.
Yeah, these guys are well used. Let's put it that way.
That's good. That's good. And I always foil them anyway. You know,
Yeah.
Foil helps with cleanup, and quicker cleanup is.
That doesn't affect the cooking, because I do that a lot too. I'll put a bunch of foil on there. Okay.
No, it doesn't affect the cooking.
It is nice because then you're just like,
surface. Yep.
You know, and you're done. Chuck it in there and you're done. Yeah, and then I have a lot of clients that they're counting macros, so we're weighing a lot of stuff. So, you know, just like a basic kitchen scale. I don't know how much you use that on a commercial level.
Oh, a ton. You know, whether it's in the baking world, the pastry world, or you've just got somebody who has a certain need and you need to weigh out their food. It's great to have commercial at home.
Yeah.
Recommend it.
Got to keep the science of the mixtures right.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Exactly. You got to keep it precise.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with one of those guys. They last forever. I've had that guy forever. All right, cool. Thanks, Harrison. We got, you know, a little explanation of how a lot of this stuff works, and then some of the basic stuff you need in there, and, you know, maybe in the next video, start getting into some technique.
Yeah, we'll get into some food prep.
Nice. All right, we'll see you then.